audio.
Oh my god. Okay. I think I'm good. I'm ready to go right now.
Give me the green light.
120, right? Episode 120.
Jeez.
True North Views podcast. You already know who we are. We want to welcome to all the listeners, of course, of the True North Views podcast. We are Toronto's unofficial podcast discussing hip-hop, R&B, and the culture. I was supposed to think about what I was talking about to come into the podcast, but my brain been scrambled, bro.
It's been a week.
My brain been scrambled. I was supposed to, what I just told you about the Mighty Kale.
Yeah.
I was supposed to say when I press record. You know what I'm saying?
I still don't know what a Mighty Kale is. Oh yeah, we just talked about it.
The smoothie.
The smoothie, yes.
So, but the smoothie's only spinach, kale, and avocado.
Oh, that's.
I said to her,
green.
I'm like, can I add something sweet to that?
Like, yeah, nothing there is like.
Can I get like
no natural sugar in
nothing
there,
is cutting it. Like I need like an apple juice or like
some sweetness,
pineapple or something. So I'm like, can I get a pineapple in that? She gave me pineapple. I wanted to get tapioca, didn't have none.
Okay.
I've never been to a
it's a bubble tea place
that had no tapioca. They were boiling it. They were making it.
It ran out.
Yo, it is what it is.
I've actually been somewhere where they were like, yo, we're not ready.
And then they put mango chunks in there instead. The mango chunks ruined it. It didn't match.
It didn't go with everything.
It didn't match.
With the
but
pineapple.
then after a little while, I'm like, yo, these little gel mango things, they aight.
Of course.
They aight.
You gotta make it work. Hey, yo, I paid for it.
They aight. I'm not gonna lie. And then I ate a stewed chicken and I haven't slept after playing ball.
Oh, I took a nap. I took like a 30-minute nap. Woke up. I was like, yo, I'm nice.
Yo, and somehow, some way, didn't even tell them my name yet.
No, we've not got there.
Of course, it's your boy Harris here.
Y'all know me, Skirt Master, Mr. Triple Double himself, 0 assist.
Oh yeah, cheese.
Stealing 70 mil from the TTC.
2020.
You can call me Just Shola. And as usual, we are giving you our views from the perspective of a couple of first-generation Torontonians.
Wow. How convenient
Baby. That sounds like I think he's a DJ now.
Of course, we gotta let the people know where they can find us. You
Please
can find us at True North Views on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Instagram. If you check our YouTube, of course, you get the full audio-visual experience. For example, Shola don't got his computer with him.
I didn't today.
Everything is just backwards about today and this week.
Honestly,
you know what I'm saying?
I blame the week.
Whenever I press record, I always say audio first. This time I said video.
Video first, yeah.
Shit's happening. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. But on YouTube, of course, like I said, that full experience, you definitely want to follow us there, subscribe, comment on our videos, press play, and leave it on your private browser in the background. Listen, that engagement time is worth something.
It is.
Definitely appreciate it.
Yes, please.
And definitely appreciate those that are listening. The views are going up. I see you
on
guys.
On a Tuesday.
Keep that coming. Keep telling your friends. Keep telling a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to
tell a friend.
A friend. Please, 6 degrees of separation. You know how that works. On our Instagram, of course, you will find respective 60-second sound bites from the episode that we released. Different topics of conversation, regular album reviews on there as well. I know this week we talked about... I don't know what we talked about this week.
I'll pull that up because I am on my phone.
But your phone is your computer, so technically, like, I should be looking this up for efficiency reasons.
You can switch tabs now, you know. Apple made it easy for us.
Tory Lanez. A final word on Tory Lanez. Even though I put another post out after that.
Another final.
I was like, no, for real. This time, a real final word on Tory Lanez. The rise and fall of Tory Lanez.
The rise and the fall.
Go and participate in that convo. Some people feel like he won't have a fall. So have your say in that conversation and, watch your opinion go nuts. Of course, album reviews on there as well. It's supposed to be posted, but I didn't post it yet.
It's all good.
The Vic Mensa one, as well as what came out last week? I swear it was a review from you.
It wasn't from me, was it?
You didn't have a review on anything?
I did one, actually.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, honestly, it's a new week.
It is a new week. And once it's a new week... Oh, never mind. It was me. Lecrae.
Yeah, I was because I don't think I had any... Yeah, I had no review. I had Black Bear, and I gave that like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that was me, yeah. So the Lecrae review as well as the Vic Mensa review, go and listen to that. And on our Twitter, of course, you will find random liking, random tweeting. Ooh, those 4-0s look... Oof.
What 4-0s?
The bottom. Toronto and Boston.
Oh.
Clean. Anyways, on our Twitter... Random likes, random tweets, random retweets, hashtag of the day, topic of the day. I was supposed to post the topic of the day because you had a hot take.
Luka's top 5.
Should we put that in post-potpourri? Nah, man. Let's just have some random banter. So you said that Luka Doncic was better than James Harden.
Okay, let me put it this way.
Now, you thought about it.
Let me put it this way. When you say top 5, that's like my tier 1, which consists of like 8 to 9 players. Let's put it that way.
Right.
And Luka is in the tier 1.
But then we said, okay, name 5 players. Or name 4 players, because you say top 5. I said, okay, name your 4 players better than them.
I said AD,
KD, LBJ,
Giannis.
And Giannis.
That's where I kind of stopped.
Where's Harden? Where's Dame? Where's Steph? We have
No, I put Steph above, and then, but I think he's better than Dame. I think he's better than what do you call space? Harden.
Kawhi Leonard?
No, Kawhi's better still. See again, that's where it goes into that. Like he's just in that tier 1. Okay, put it there.
You really think Luka Doncic is?
I think we just don't have the
sample.
I think we just don't have the sample size. I think that's it. I think.
Well, yeah, but
I think if he was in the league the same amount of year as James Harden was in the league, he's. I know, but you can't.
2 versus
11. I know, right? I know. Right?
What's Harden put up low key? Oh my god. But random shit like that. We were supposed to poll of the day that.
Poll? Oh yes. Well, it might still go up.
Completely forgot.
It's not too late.
I mean, I wanted to result like record, like have the results, the combo.
The results combo.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's after, I don't care after the fact.
I know what you're saying.
I don't care no more. Shit.
Well, we watch them face each other second round.
Hey, Clippers are not losing. So. Before we get the main part of the show started, we are going to start with the pre-potpourri.
Yes.
How was the week? What's new? What's new in the mind, heart, body, soul? I can say this week was weird as.
Yep, I was gonna say ebbs and flows. This whole week had a whole. Woo, 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 woo. That was,
everyone was like tweeting and like talking about like, yo, I feel kind of off this week.
It was one of those weeks.
Is there something in the air? Is there something in the water?
There was something in the air, man.
And then, of course, the week ends with Chadwick Boseman. Of course, we'll talk about that in the main part of the show. But yeah, no, this was a
it was a weird week.
Man.
It was just.
I did take a week off work.
Hey, shout out to you, man.
I took a week off work.
You
so
need
let me give myself a little bit of a. Yeah. I had no reason to. I was just like, yo. I have mad hours.
That's what happens.
That's why you got hours.
Yeah, exactly. You got to enjoy it, man. What'd you do this empty this week?
Study.
Hey, good, man. That's all you need.
I'm focused on studying. I haven't seen so many business valuations in my life.
That's studying.
Give me the company, because I promise you, I can evaluate it.
Cheers.
You know what I'm saying?
So I get the valuations.
But yeah, I mean, my week was just getting that time off. Trying to recalibrate my meditation. I accidentally broke my meditation streak by a weird default.
What was the weird default?
So here's how the weird default works. They allow you to meditate 3 a.m. the next day is still the same day, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because like I assume if you're in LA and I meditate at 11:59 p.m., it's really 2:59 a.m.
somewhere else.
Eastern,
yes.
Right? So, okay, they allow that. So, I know that if I see 1 a.m., 2 a.m., I'm still cool.
Because, it's still...
Exactly. So, I don't remember which day it was. But let's say, like, August 24th, I meditated. Right? August 25th, I fell asleep at, like, 9 o'clock. Because I had a pizza or two.
Yeah, or two. Let's remember the or two part, everybody.
Or 10 or 20 wings. Or the combination of the both.
All together or not.
And I woke up at 2:39 a.m.
You're like, oh, gotta get that medi on.
So I was like, fuck, I didn't meditate yet. Let me get my meditation on. I meditate. Beautiful meditation. Run streak, because they call it a run streak. I wish they called it like a meditation streak or a daily streak.
Run streak.
Because like I can't screenshot run streak. Like, oh, you've been running
every day
days in a row. Good job. Run streak 1. I was like,
damn.
now this is the calmest I've ever been for a break, a streak break. I'm like,
nah, you tripping. Close the app, open it back up. That's one of those just like,
oh
nah,
no,
you
trust
tripping.
me. Once it says it, it says it.
Oh damn.
Trust me, I've already tried to close it. I'm like, okay. Type up an email here. Hey, listen.
Did you actually did that? Did they fix it? Did they get back to you?
I sent them an email. I'm like, yo, I had 124 days in a row, and I know that you guys usually allow it till 3 a.m.
It was.
I meditated this time, and it ran it back to 1.
Fix my shit.
She's like, I'll run back 120 days on your account. I was like,
how about 120?
so my streak went to 120 because I sent an email, dog. I was like, yo,
this guy's
I'm not losing this
email.
streak. Like, nah.
Yeah, I can't blame you, man. You gotta fight for what you got.
Yo, listen,
if you earned it, you gotta fight for it.
I've learned now no issue is too small to send an email.
It's really not. And these corporations care more about your business than 110 days
I
or
sent
120
the email
days.
saying, hey, listen, it was a Monday afternoon in terms of my week off.
Fix my
It's
streak.
been a while since I've taken vacation. this is the process, right? Because I want to go off on Wednesday. Yes, Matthew, that's the process. I was like, let's go. Let's go. So, yo, send them emails out, man. That's my message, is send them emails out. Otherwise, yeah, it's been a weird-ass motherfucking week, to say the least. I don't know if you have anything to add to
I really didn't add, man. Like I said, ebbs and flows. Sunday, we've seen that video throughout the week. You know, some good news, some bad news. End the week, another video.
On Sunday.
The video of Jacob Blake got released.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow.
That was Sunday, and I was
Wow.
like, man, way to start my week.
And then the weekend, wow.
With Chadwick, which let's just hop into it right now.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it right now. Music potpourri. Of course, we know sometimes music potpourri isn't going to be directly music related. But at the end of the day, True North Views podcast is about hip hop, R&B, and the culture.
Remember that?
And this gentleman had a lot to do with the culture.
Huge impact.
And yeah, let's just come out and say, definitely rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
I do have the information here. This is officially from his personal Twitter account.
Yep.
Or his team, I suppose, right? It is with immeasurable grief that we confirm the passing of Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer in 2016 and battled it for these last 4 years as it progressed to stage 4. A true fighter, Chadwick persevered through it all and brought you many of the films that you have come to love so much, from Marshall to the Five Bloods. August Wilson's Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and several more.
That's the last. That movie hasn't come out yet.
Yeah,
that's the one.
I didn't.
It's coming out on Netflix later this year.
Was not aware of that one. Obviously, all the Marvel movies as well. All were filmed during and between countless surgeries and chemotherapy. It was the honor of his career to bring King T'Challa to life in Black Panther. He died in his home with his wife and his family by his side. The family thanks you for your love and prayers and asks that you continue to respect their privacy during this difficult time.
I didn't even get that far in the end. I thought after the movies, I was like, I'm done. I can't keep reading this.
42 years old?
43.
I thought it was 42 because I saw people tweeting about Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, it was a year after. But yeah, he's actually 40. I thought it was 42. I was like, damn, that would have been sick. Well, not sick, but
like
damn ironic or whatever. Like
timing.
Yes, the timing would have been there.
Yeah, at 43. Yeah. I mean, shit, man.
I was a fan of the dude from long time, even before Black Panther. When he did Ray Charles, he did Jackie Robinson. Those are movies I saw in the theater. Like it was almost like Chadwick Boseman. I'm like, I gotta see the movie. Like, it was just a default for me before Black Panther. Like, and I'm not even saying that to be like, oh, I knew him before that. Like, I'm happy he got to do Black Panther. I'm happy
the timeline.
I'm happy he got the exposure, but I'm like, that's why I felt it, because I was like, damn, like this guy was going places. Like, he wasn't just a famous actor. He was like, he knew what he was doing. He knew what roles he picked.
Yeah.
He didn't just pick any old role. So like, it was different, man. It's different.
Yeah, I watched. I did watch Black Panther. You guys know how I am with Marvel movies.
I know.
I don't.
I'm surprised you. I was like, did this guy even watch? I was thinking,
watch that
did
shit,
this guy
man.
watch Black Panther?
I really don't watch that shit. But I watched Black Panther. I loved Black Panther. It's a great movie for sure. What I like about what Black Panther did was it was a moment. Mm-hmm. It was a moment for Black people, and even when you kind of think about just the other actors in that movie, and you think about kind of the energy they have now and how much in the limelight they are now.
They got so much exposure.
Not even necessarily to say it's because of Black Panther, but that synergy of Black people coming together that Black Panther created helped these people kind of get to where they are now, right? So, just kind of remembering that moment and kind of remembering the magnitude of that moment. This one snuck up on me in a sense because again, it's not like I tune into all of his content. You know what I'm saying? I did watch The Five Bloods as an example. Yeah. I wanted to watch that movie. I liked his character in that movie.
I liked his character. I actually liked that movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
There's the people that didn't like it. I'm like, you know what? People that didn't like it are probably people that think shooting.
It's just Spike. It's just Spike type of writing. Like Spike takes weird turns in his movies and his shows. Like it's just like, why'd you do that?
Why'd you exactly?
And there's a few moments where I'm like, why'd you do that? But I'm like, you know.
But overall, it was a good movie, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, shit. It's almost that character is almost a little eerie now.
The Five Bloods, right? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
it feels like I don't know when I'm gonna watch that movie. That's the movie I was thinking about watching, and I'm like, I don't know when I'm gonna watch it next right now.
Yeah, that one's definitely a little eerie, especially if you do try to watch that now.
And we're trying not to spoil it for you, by the way.
Yeah, without spoiling it. But I mean, man, it's like when you think about it, I saw a tweet that said like, first of all, a lot of people are tweeting about just him being a Black superhero. Like literally,
he's a human superhero.
Think about a generation of young kids who saw that and representation and how important that is. And we've seen countless videos of fans reacting. He comes out like on like some Jimmy Kimmel Fallon shit. I was mixing up with Jimmy's. Jimmy Fallon shit. And everyone just starts going nuts. We see how he spoke, to just people around him. We see the moments that he's had in sports with Victor Oladipo. Different just moments in general, right? And this one, the hurt snuck up on me. Like obviously the news snuck up on me.
Yeah, but like the hurt, like you didn't see, you didn't. Yeah. The way you feel.
And I saw a lot of people tweeting as well, like. It's just been an overload of trauma.
I think that's what it is too. Like we're just getting over Kobe, and I mean just getting over. Like I don't mean we're over Kobe. We're just trying to say, you know what? We've accepted Kobe, and we're going to keep moving on with his legacy. And then this happens. And I'm just kind of like, yo, are we going to have any more role models left?
Yeah, and that's in addition, of course, to the everyday people.
And exactly the ones that are not famous.
Yeah, so it's sad. It's sad to say the least.
I'm just proud that the man was battling cancer for 4 years. No one knew. And I don't mean no one, but I mean like the public didn't know. And the man didn't show it.
Yeah,
I love he didn't show. I would never learn. Like there were some interviews where people say he does look tired, but everyone just thought like, oh, he's just tired from the press run and all the promotion he's doing. I'm just saying it could be all the hospital stuff, but. The man didn't show it, and I really like that. That's pride to me.
He never leaned on it, right? He
no excuse.
Never leaned on it.
Went to work every day, quote unquote work, but he went to work every day, did his job.
And it's I don't even want to get into those thoughts. I'm definitely his
use that as motivation because I tweeted, this man went 4 years. What's your excuse? 4 years with cancer. What's your excuse? Because I know you're sitting on your couch not doing shit.
What do you mean by that? Like
the man went 4 years with battling cancer, stage 3, and he still did all his movies.
Stage 4.
Did all his spread runs. No, it turned to stage 4. It started off at stage 3 in 2016. I don't know when it switched to stage 4, because stage 4 is when it becomes terminal.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is that he went 4 years without doing his daily shit, making movies, being a role model, not like you said, not leaning on it. So what's your excuse? Because you don't have stage 3 cancer.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, use that as a motivation. Like, don't let his death just go by you.
One thing that you mentioned was I just lost it. Oh yeah, came back. One thing that you said was that I lost it again.
How do you lose it that fast? It came back up. I lost it.
Okay. So you said that he got to keep it private. I have to say that out loud, otherwise I'm gonna forget again. He got to keep it private, right? And it's not even about whether or not that's the goal, right? Because anyone who is a spokesperson for who they are, what they're going through, you definitely applaud them as well.
Yes, for sure.
But for somebody in Hollywood to be able to keep something within the confines of his family,
exactly.
You value that, and you really kind of value those moments. Is that Markel?
Yeah, it's Markel.
You value those moments to be able to say, you know what, he passed with his wife there, with his kids there, in the comfort of his home. I think back to my grandmother. She passed away in her sleep. Mm-hmm. What more could you? That's the best way that you could ask for.
No less pain.
I just hope it was in a peaceful way. I hope the family's at peace, or will be at peace. And it's definitely just prayers to, as like we always say, anyone who has been impacted by this.
Yes.
It's prayers to you. Definitely gone too soon. Mm-hmm. And like I saw somebody else tweet, I don't even need another Black Panther.
I really don't. I'm
cool.
good with the one I got.
Cool. Don't make a sequel.
We don't need one right now.
Don't give us another character.
Nope. Just
cool.
Just let him go.
I'm all right.
I'm cool with not having a Black Panther. He ended on a high. Let's leave it on the high.
Yeah.
Like you said, it was a moment. Nothing can replicate. We know nothing can replicate that right now. So let's not try and force it.
It's true.
That's
it's true.
Let's shake it off.
Let's play our usual Shake It Off song. This is to celebrate life.
Skirt.
Before we officially move on, I feel like I don't know if it's my ears, because I can hear people fine, but I feel like all my devices have gotten lower.
You know what? And I actually figured this out in my car, because I got Apple Music recently. Well, free trial. I'm paying for 2 music services. What the fuck you think I am? Apple Music's actually a lot louder than Spotify. Almost like Apple does that on purpose, knowing you're streaming a third-party app and not a native like Apple Music. Because in my car, and my phone's on the same level, on like 20 on Apple Music, my music is loud.
Right.
For me to get to that level on Spotify, my music needs to be at like 40, almost double. So,
I don't know, man.
It could be, man. I'm saying Apple, and I feel like machines know when to turn off to make you buy another one.
That's what I was going to say.
And that's what's happening.
8 Plus was that X, 11, 12, then the new one?
No, I think 12 is the new one.
Or XXS.
Yeah, there was an X and then there was an XX.
So this is 3 years old.
Maybe like 2 to 3.
Come on, man. Apple knows what they do.
No, they do.
My tablet's getting slower. I have nothing on there.
Yup. It's just meant to get slower. They updated to get slower.
I don't get it.
We're making your shit faster, but your tablet can't handle it.
It's not making sense.
It doesn't.
It's not making sense at all. And then even like, let me just, play a little.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know.
Okay, that sounds normal. That sounds normal. It's not all my devices then. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to some more random stuff here. I have a who knew.
I know. I'm just looking at this for the first time now.
Type of tweet going on. One of the links is when he says it.
It must be the Instagram one.
I think it is as well, yeah.
I've been trying to open that link. I don't know, it's not opening. Oh, there it is.
She had a chance to sign Drake at one point. You passed up on.
Oh, no, what?
So this is a conversation.
Is it with Vlad TV?
I had a feeling
the voice.
I can tell by the angle it was Vlad. The camera.
Oh yeah, that's definitely.
I didn't even look at the corner. I'm like,
that's definitely Vlad.
Akon speaking to Vlad, talking about the apparent opportunity to sign Drake.
She had a chance to sign Drake at one point. You passed up on.
Oh, no, well, yeah, because Cardinal Official brought him to me back in 2005, I think it was.
I like that he gives flowers to Cardinal. Akon's nuts, so I don't really support that guy no more, but...
He said some wild stuff.
He a wild boy, but shout out to Cardinal.
Right, what was it for? It was right before the Best I Ever Had blew up. Because at the time it was like more mixtape-ish,
That was 07, right? Best I Ever Had?
Yeah, it was like 09. Because his first mixtape was like 06, and it was like Call Me Out or Call Time Out or something like that.
Comeback season.
No, his first mixtape, his very first mixtape.
Oh, yeah.
It was like Call Me Out or Call Time Out. He's sitting like on the floor, like in the back. But yeah.
Anyways.
And at the time, believe it or not, Drake sounded more like Eminem.
Really?
Yeah. With that demo that I heard, he sounded more like him. But I think that was around the time when that's every artist developing, you know? And you can see the difference between that demo and Best I Ever Had. It was completely different.
He was with Wayne by that time, right?
Huh?
Best I Ever Had.
Best I Ever Had was when everybody was after him.
Oh, so he had
at that
signed
time,
to
he
Young
hadn't
Money
quite
at that point?
signed.
Okay.
He was negotiating with everybody. There was like this huge bidding war.
Yeah.
And that's when Cardi was like, nigga, I told you this nigga was going to be the shit. I said, well, shit, reach out. He said, you can, but the lowest bid right now is $1 million. I said, shit, I ain't got $1 million.
Yeah, and I remember speaking to Gabi at SRC, and they had a chance to sign him also.
Yeah.
I
No, everybody had a chance to sign him.
I think they had like 500,000, and he wanted 800, and it just...
Yeah, Sylvia Rome had the biggest chance to sign.
Think about how low that price was for Drake. I don't got to continue.
I've heard about, but that's like with heavy artists where like everyone's trying to get them for cheap.
Of course.
Before they blow up, and then they blow up, then meanwhile they've signed after. But
of course.
That's crazy though when you think about like 15 years ago.
Hearing it back, right?
Like Akon was like, yo, I could have offered Drake X amount of dollars and I would have signed him.
Didn't have the vision.
That's crazy.
Did not have the vision.
Shout out to Lil Wayne, man.
Slept, and then I mean also, you know, of course, there's always the age-old argument. Who's to say Drake would be Drake if
he didn't join Young Money?
You know what I'm saying? He could be Joyner.
Hey, that would have sucked. That would have sucked.
I was trying to think of like a more relevant, like, well, he could have been, let's say he had label issues. Could have been Lupe.
Hey, that's true.
Right? And obviously not comparing styles at all. Just saying
like fame,
anything could happen where you're rising, you have an ascension, and then
something just cuts it short.
Yeah. So, you know, the Drake situation obviously was meant to happen the way it was, but who knew? Apparently Akon had an opportunity to sign Drake, passed up on it, and the rest is history, they say.
Yep.
Shall we move on?
Yes.
Let's move on to some Vanity Fair
good news
information here. Now, you posted this. I can't lie. Did not look at it at all.
Oh, that's cool. That's fine. You didn't look at it. I posted out. It's just the cover, and then there's a thread with it, which I wanted to read. So it's a Vanity Fair. They tweeted, presenting Breonna Taylor for Vanity Fair September issue, The Great Fire. Guest edited by, and forgive me if I mess up this name, Ta-Nehisi Coates. And the first tweet.
Ta-Nehisi Coates.
And it's a picture of Breonna Taylor. It's kind of like painted, and she's on the cover of Vanity Fair September issue. They also tweeted Breonna Taylor's mother, Tamika Palmer. Oh, Tamika Palmer. I think he's not familiar. I think I just heard it a lot recently. That's why. Tamika Palmer.
No clue.
Tamika Palmer and sister Jania Palmer standing at the banister where Breonna once stood near the front steps of her apartment. And then it's a picture. And it's full of pictures. There's also other pictures. They had a window frame with a bullet hole. They had that picture up. They had Breonna Taylor's sister standing in front of two windows of the apartment where the Louisville Metro Police fired over 20 bullets. Just saying. And you can actually see the bullets. Breonna Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, standing with her new commemorative Dodge Charger SRT Breeway, holding a pair of baby Jordans given as a gift when he and Breonna had their first son. Damn. There's also a picture of the wedding ring he was going to give her.
I can't even look through that thread.
There's a picture with her family at her memorial site.
Check our YouTube to see how I've been reacting for the last 40 seconds. I was scrolling, looking. I'm like, "You're." Yeah,
and it's something I might buy this issue. I'm not even sure yet, but I really like. I just shout out to shout out to Vanity Fair for.
I want to give you the other perspective.
Okay, what's the other perspective?
So another perspective that I was hearing on Twitter was that. Now again, these are black photographers.
Yeah, exactly.
These are black people doing this.
Black writers, black photographers, like you said.
The photo with the mother, are any of the content pieces new of those photos, or were they all photos that been in existence.
No, they were taken for the Vanity Fair.
Okay, so the family obviously was okay with
the
shot,
yes,
the cover,
yes,
etc.
yes.
Right?
It wasn't. I don't think they'll do this randomly.
Yeah,
a company like Vanity Fair at least.
I'm not even necessarily thinking about a malicious intent, because if the family's okay with it, then we're A-okay. But the other perspective I was seeing on this was like, okay, so now what?
But that's for everything.
In a sense, right? So that's kind of like, because we're gonna have discussion later on where I agree with that perspective.
And that's why I said without actually trying to say what it's about. But that's what I'm saying. It's about everything. Every action is the whole point to make a small dent. A small dent. That's all it is. Like,
so what? Just to play devil's advocate, what does this do? This Vanity Fair
just honors her legacy, respects her.
Okay.
We all know she's being disrespected by the authorities right now.
I'm not mad at that.
And their Vanity Fair is like, yo, we respect her. This should not have happened to her. Let's give her flowers.
I'm actually not mad at that at all, to be honest.
Till they can arrest the people that murdered her. Hey man, all we can do is keep telling her, keep reminding everyone what her name is and how she died.
I guess I kind of asked those questions in somewhat agreement with the people on Twitter, because Breonna Taylor's name has become so memeified,
unfortunately,
if we want to call it that, where it's like, oh, good morning to everyone except the killers of like, okay, like, cool. You're thinking of more and more clever ways to say this. How much closer are we to anything happening? A memeable quote is not doing it.
It's not exactly. I know what you're saying.
And I guess my mind kind of, again, in somewhat agreement with some people on Twitter, my mind kind of says like, yeah, I see that. Where it's like, okay,
I see it.
Great. Now we got a Vanity Fair. Cool. But I also do agree with what you're saying, especially with, again, probably our last topic of the day. It's part of it.
It's part of it, exactly. It's just
part of it.
You got there's someone out there that reads Vanity Fair that doesn't know. Yeah. And will read them like, oh, now I understand. Maybe it's two people.
Somebody is subscribed to Vanity Fair that did not expect that cover.
Exactly, and it's going to read them like, wow, I did not see this. I am looking at something wrong. There's a teacher that said, if I can affect one person, if I can make one student in my class make a good, like, avoid him, make a bad decision, I've done my job.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what it is. As long as we can change one person's mind, we can't change the whole world's mind. We know that.
It's true.
Me and you know that. But if you start changing the minds of the young right now, our kids, they might not go through the shit we did.
Shit, now it's the mind of the motherfucking old that need to change their motherfucking mind, because Gen Z got it, baby. I can tell you that much.
You know what? Charlamagne always said. Charlamagne's like, yo, can't lie. If those people were to fall off right now, I won't be mad. I won't be mad. Like, yo, your time's gone. Like, we see you. Y'all came and y'all can leave now.
I won't say it out loud, but
like I said, Charlamagne said it. Okay, I'm just saying what Charlamagne said.
Oh man, let's get on to
Shoutouts.
Shoutouts.
Oh shit, it's Matt Barnes.
First shout out is in order. What's this? Oh, I thought it was like a next leak.
Oh, nah. He's already out. Nate McMillan got fired.
Bucks. Oh, I was gonna ask. You think the Bucks head coach gets fired if they don't go to at least the finals?
Yes. Well, it depends on what happens, how they get beat. Because the whole point last season was that Budenholzer didn't change the offense when the Raptors knew how to defend him.
Right.
So they were like, that's on the coach at that point, because it's your job to tell people where to run and what to do. So
it's true.
This year will be if a team starts beating them a certain way, if he doesn't switch up your offense, then
imagine like back-to-back 60-win seasons, you're gone.
Yeah.
Damn near Sam Mitchell treatment.
There's tier of coaches supposedly, and Sam Mitchell's in the tier 2. Those are the people that they just won't win championship. They don't have that. Austin Rivers, Doc Rivers, Pop, Nick Nurse. Those are tier 1 coaches.
Listen, man.
Championship coaches, man.
No, you're right.
Budenholzer is not a championship coach. He's a team coach.
Assistant coach. Tyronn Lue-esque.
There we go. Exactly. He's going to get a job next year with all these firings. Though.
I think so.
Me too.
I think so. I think Tyronn Lue might get Brooklyn.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's a player's coach.
KD wants him there.
He's a player's coach. Players like him. And you want your star player to like your coach. Trust me, it's important.
Anyways, Travis Scott.
What do you do?
Travis Scott is our first shout out of the day. I saw the headline, no clue what it's about.
I didn't even look at this.
I tweeted in response, does Pusha T get paid? So Travis Scott's upcoming collaboration with McDonald's is confirmed in a leaked memo.
He has a McDonald's collab?
Listen,
Is
I don't
he
even
that
know
big?
what direction he is.
Damn, like I'm sleeping on how big this guy is.
He's big.
That's
big.
crazy. Sorry, what direction?
So there was a memo obtained by Business Insider. Why they make it sound so?
Because they're trying to pretty much say, yo, it's not us. We clean. We're just reporting it.
Travis Scott has agreed to collaborate with McDonald's, the first of a series of soon-to-be announced partnerships between big celebrities and the fast food chain. Interesting.
I believe that.
Interesting.
You know what? I always wondered why McDonald's still does like spend
Advertisements.
this much money on marketing.
Agreed.
Like, you're McDonald's. You're the biggest fast food chain
But-
in the world.
Coca-Cola got a new polar bear commercial every
That's
year.
true. I guess I get it.
Apple got a new
I don't know.
lifestyle commercial.
I'm asking why though. I'm actually asking
Apple
why.
commercial will give you the feels every time.
Yeah, they do. They got something.
Every time. You
They
gotta
got
maintain
something.
it.
It's true.
You gotta maintain it. From his they're like obviously describing him now.
Yeah.
So from his impossible to get Nike sneaker line to a cereal collab with General Mills that sold out in 30 seconds, which I
Yes.
didn't know about.
I remember
to
that.
a record-setting virtual concert series inside Fortnite.
Yup.
Now ask yourself again how big he is. Travis Scott is the
How big is
definition
he?
of big in culture. Which is what McDonald's U.S. Chief Marketing Officer Morgan Flatley wrote in the memo. Beyond this, he is a true fan of McDonald's and our craveable, iconic food.
Everyone is.
He will resonate and spark excitement with our youthful, multicultural customers.
The black people?
Yo, this is nuts.
Yo, because I was saying when you said that guy's name, I went like, yo, can we see a copy of this memo? Because I'm pretty sure it went something like, yo, get some N word.
No, memos are released, so it says this. That's why I'm dying. Like, I can read through the lines. Spark excitement with our youthful, multicultural customers. And has a few surprises to delight our crew and ensure that they are part of the excitement.
Yeah, he wants more black. They want more black
will not be their only big name collaboration, as Flatley alludes to in a few additional announcements, with a suite of big celebrities coming down the road.
You think they got Drake?
Writing Travis, I don't think so, is the first, I think like A$AP Rocky or something. Travis is the first in a suite of big celebrities that resonate across segments and are true fans of our food and our brand. We can't wait to share the rest of our lineup in due time. I still have no idea what this is for. Is it like an endorsement? Like,
yeah, it's gonna be like an endorsement.
like the way Norman Powell endorses Osmos? Like,
yes, it's gonna be like gonna be in a few commercials. Take a few fake bites. Probably give him like,
Oh, yeah, that's
probably give him
worth
like
it.
a burger.
That's worth it.
Probably give him like a Travis Scott burger.
Wait to I go
Exactly, like, go to McDonald's and get your Travis Scott burger
It's like,
today.
give me that. And then the end of the
It's lit.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. It's lit. Yo, you're gonna steal that. Yeah, I know you're gonna steal that.
You heard it here first. Audio trademark.
If it's possible.
Audio trademark. Listen, anything's possible in the verbal world.
You know what, you're
So
right.
we're playing the verbal game right now. You heard it here first. We won't even go based on recording date. We'll go based on when the episode releases.
Exactly.
I'm saying.
No.
So listen. So yeah, that was the first shout out. Travis Scott, get the bag. I can see exactly why this is worth it on both sides. Salute to Travis Scott on
definitely.
that. Second shout out is in order to
LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James.
Gonna give this one to LeBron James. LeBron
Again?
James.
This guy gets like at least once a month from us.
He gets a few. He
deserves it though, so I'm not complaining at all.
LeBron James launches a multi-million-dollar effort to recruit poll workers for the 2020 elections.
Thank you,
Also want to, I guess, add into that shout out both Chris Paul as well as Doc Rivers.
Yep.
And I guess Westbrook as well.
Barack Obama.
And Kyrie.
Jordan. I'm Jordan and
We
Barack
throw them all
Obama.
in there.
Honestly.
So obviously these are people that have been, big voices in the voting and
Yep.
in the, trying to make change via voting.
CP3, his jersey says vote.
Yeah, Regis
Which
says vote.
I'm
He's
so
the
proud
president
of,
of the
yeah.
Players Union. Again, Kyrie, you tweeted
spoken.
about him. Well, let's post-potpourri.
Yeah, exactly. That's pose.
Post-potpourri.
Just gives him a shout out for what he needs.
So More Than a Vote, which is a voting rights organization led by LeBron James and other sports athletes, is launching a national campaign to recruit poll workers for the November 20th election. Fueled by, of course, the deaths of Breonna Taylor and George Floyd at the hands of police, the organization has worked to fight systemic racist voter suppression. More Than a Vote is partnering with the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, which confirmed the initiative to CBS News on Wednesday. The New York Times first reported on the multi-million-dollar campaign. Janelle Bird Chichester, C-H-I Chester. Chichester.
Chester.
That's just hard to say.
That's a tough. You gotta cut us some words.
You need water in your mouth for that one.
Chichester. I mean, is there a typo? You mean say Chester?
Chichester. See? Easy now. Chichester. The director of LDF's Thurgood Marshall Institute said the partnership aims at mobilizing young people to serve as poll workers in vulnerable black communities in several states such as Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, Texas, and South
Aren't
Carolina.
those like the red states or what they're called? I could be wrong, so I'm not sure.
No clue. Hold on. There's a money boost. That shit ain't worth it. Oh, that shit is worth it. That shit might be worth it.
But
I don't know about that though. I'll bet that later. Okay. The
Money
campaign
boost?
also calls
Oh,
on
money boost.
corporations to
Mixed it
give
up.
employees a vacation day to vote or to serve as a poll worker. Bird Chichester also included. Big shout out to LeBron James for launching that. The partnership with the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, and just everywhere where that is going. Salute to that.
go vote. You can make a difference. Let me give a real example why. Quickly.
Go ahead.
In Toronto, when the city council members, there's how many of them? 40 something?
I don't know.
Whatever. There's let's say 40, just 40 of them. Just keep it flat. That's all the wards, all the quote unquote leaders of the wards. They voted on, not defunding more police, but was it taking 1% or 10% off the police funding? How many people voted yes? 5 of them. But they're all there saying, yes, go protest, Black Lives Matter. But when it comes to actually doing action, they didn't vote. You want to know why? Because they don't understand it. So vote people that understand your problem and don't let the people that just conveniently win. Like, you can actually make a difference, because if I'm there, I'm voting no. If you're there, or yes to defunding the police. If you're there, he's voting yes. And we're not in politics, but you know what I'm saying. So vote someone that has your interest, and that's why voting matters. Because if you are the populace in an area, you can convince, you can have your way. It's your area. It's not the other people's area.
Facts.
New music.
Facts. Not new music. Third shout out is in
Oh shit,
order
there's a third shout out? Oh, I missed it. 'Cause there was no link. I didn't notice it.
to Alicia Keys. Now, I cannot for the life of me find the video, but Swiss Beats was on video, IGTV type of video,
Okay.
and shit, I might be speaking up.
Swiss Beats celebrates.
It might be on Instagram.
It might be on his own Instagram.
It might be on my Instagram. I think I got it DM'd. Let's take a look. Shit, I'm not on my.
Who just proposed?
Anyways,
Damn,
man,
some-
I'm not gonna look for that video because the video has choppy audio anyway. But Swiss Beats is basically congratulating Alicia Keys. I think a whole new bunch of RIAA certifications came out for Alicia Keys.
Yep.
And I think that actually officially has her as the most decorated, if you want to use that as your stat, the most decorated R&B artist since the year 2000.
Oh wow! What?
Something crazy,
Shout
like
out to her,
something
man.
nuts.
I just googled it, but
Like
yeah,
16 million sales off of one album or something like that.
That's
like
crazy.
Just something nuts. Like I don't remember the exact
most
stats.
certified female R&B artist of the millennium.
Yeah, Alicia Keys, most certified R&B artist of the millennium.
Quick question: do you know who previously held this title?
Yes, they had 14. It was Beyonce.
You read the article?
I check. Alicia Keys, I think, has 18 now. If it
doesn't
shows the
say,
number there.
It doesn't show a number.
18 certifications or 16 certifications, something like that. surpassing Beyonce's 14. Or again, I think Alicia Keys is up by 2 or up by 4 now. Something like that. Really close. But again, the most decorated R&B woman artist since the new millennium. You got to give your hands in applause to Alicia Keys.
Actually, she stopped aging, man.
It's because she stopped wearing makeup.
I need that secret.
Don't wear makeup.
I've been doing that. I'm still aging.
Nah, oh shit. I'm not. I'm just joking, ladies. Let's get into new music.
Good. You gotta save yourself there. I get it. You gotta save yourself, man. We were joking, man. We were just joking.
New music. I'll be honest with you, man. This is gonna be the quick. If you came here to listen to our music takes,
we apologize.
I'm sorry.
We apologize.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry
it
for
wasn't
a few
the week.
reasons. I'm sorry because our plug didn't post.
You didn't, man. I do a lot of work myself, man.
I'm like, I don't know what's out. Yo,
I was doing a lot of homework quickly.
our plug didn't post the music. For
I checked
one.
right now too.
I checked this morning. For 2, when I felt like listening to music, I got the Chadwick news. So I was like, I'm cool.
Locked out.
Solange,
Zoned out.
Michael Kiwanuka, that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Nothing else. So I damn near didn't listen to anything, and I don't even know what's out. I don't know if you have a list.
I don't have no.
I have nothing. I know Jasmine Sullivan came
All
out
I have,
with
the only list I have is what my Spotify gave me.
Shit.
So if you wanna-
Spotify's the worst. Let me reiterate that when it comes to fucking music.
Katy Perry came out
Oh my
with.
god, come on. Man.
That was the first one I saw, though. I'm not even lying.
Oh my god. I do have a few though. I do have a few that came out. This is us panicking when we don't have our list.
There might be singles, there might be albums mixed in with this. We're not sure. Ty Dolla $ign and Nicki Minaj came out with a single called
Yeah.
"Expensive."
Yeah, Jasmine Sullivan I mentioned came out with a single. I don't remember what it's called. Kem, I don't know who that is. Came out with an album, R&B. Everyone's talking about it.
Katy Perry's album's
Oh my
called
God, come on,
"Smile."
what we doing?
Jaden
Jaden Smith came out with one.
CTV3,
The Cool Tape Volume 3.
Before the Storm by Internet Money. It's Internet Money, bitch.
The Locks came out with an album called Living Off Experience, LOX. Tony Braxton, I think, came out with an album, if I'm not mistaken.
JoJo, Good to Know Deluxe.
Yes, yes. Apparently, her record with Demi is fire.
Is it?
I have to listen to that. And I do want to listen to what she did with after stripping Tori's verse.
From what song? What name of the song?
I don't remember the name of the song.
Okay.
I don't.
Either there's only 2 features on this, Tinashe and Demi.
Yeah.
Was Tinashe on it before? On the original?
I don't remember.
Love Reggae is the song. Anyway, I don't know if that's a Tory Lanez
Good
song.
point. Huh. Anyways, Cordae and Roddy Ricch
Yes, they
also
came out
came
with
out
a
with a
single.
song. I want to check that now.
Song's fire, man. Honestly, Corday's gonna be nice. Like listening to him on that song, I was like,
Yeah.
he's nice, man. He's definitely gonna be on the Rushmore of the 2020s.
Oh, I'm tripping with the JoJo thing. My bad. I was thinking about Kalani.
Comeback was a song with
she
Tory
was on a
Lanez.
Tory, right?
She was Comeback. Was the other song, but
Oh shit!
the
She
song's
took
on
it
the
off
it's not even on the
one,
record.
too.
Yeah, it's on. No, it's on the regular one. I see it.
Shit, I ain't seen it.
Well, Comeback right there, featuring Tory Lanez and 30 Rock.
My bad.
Oh, okay.
I only saw 30 Rock.
I'm like, yo, I'm looking. I'm like, how do we have 2 different Spotify's?
I'm looking at it. I don't see it.
I mean, your Spotify hears that much that they're taking out Tory Lanez
I
from your
told you,
tracks.
my brain is going backwards. So she took off 30 Rock as well. What 30
Turn
Rock
the whole
to?
track. Turn the whole track. Guilty by association. You're on the same track. Kevin, remember we never met Tory Lanez. Now he lost all his plays.
What did 30 Rock do though? Why is 30 Rock no longer
It's
credited?
association. You're associated. on
That's
the same track.
intense. Yo, I'm
Giveon,
actually dying.
Spotify singles. Tony Braxton, Spell My Name.
Yes. Oh, and BKC's very own
Ooh.
Blank Canvas Creative, of course. Check that out on Facebook. Blank Canvas Creatives. Canvas is spelled with a K. On Twitter, it's BKC Network. On Instagram, it's BKC Network. And on YouTube, it's BKC Network. Follow the movement. 2 artists on there actually came out with a collab tape. Cordell Watts and MOB Trey. That one is called Parallels. So they came out with some new music as well. Go listen to that, please. It's worth it.
I went on BKC on Facebook and I saw they're looking for rappers for their,
Yes.
hit me up,
PSA.
Just let you know,
Man.
I'm about to steal the show on that record if you guys let me.
I'm dead. But PSA to all the listeners, if you do make music, if you are a rapper,
And it's not just rappers. I don't want to say, I don't want to like diminish. He did say, or whoever wrote it, like photographers, videographers, producers, engineers, anything related to music, pretty much.
But I do know as well they want to make a mixtape.
That is for the mixtape, but
really?
they want every like.
Okay, I didn't know it was everything.
Yeah, if I can find it
My
quickly, I'll find it. But yeah, so if you're into that, right there, get
More
some
reason.
free publicity.
Yeah,
they're not charging you money. They're not doing nothing.
More reason to search Blank Canvas Creatives. Again, Canvas is spelled with a K. More reason to search it up on Facebook and join that movement.
There we go. Rappers, singers, instrumentalists, producers, poets. Everyone is welcome to participate. So even if you feel like your talent may not be, reach out to them. They might find something for you. Sorry, where are we going with this? Cordell Watts and MOB Trey. Did you listen to it? Parallels?
Again.
Is it on Spotify?
It is on Spotify.
Okay.
And again.
Timing.
Boseman. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Even I could not listen.
Didn't really want to listen to hip hop after getting that news. And it's crazy because it was right when I was telling them like, "Yo, I'm about to tune in right now," and then got the news
on Twitter,
and I was like, "Yo, nope, I'm cool." I did listen to it a little bit. I kind of skimmed it over today. I did want to give it that respect. I told them I would listen. Both of them, I should say. I think I listened to about 7 records. I like it. I like it. They know what they're doing. They're really good rappers. Both Cordell Watts and MOB Trey. Again, it's kind of that New York style. MOB Trey, my apologies if you're not from there. But it's kind of that style in terms of that style of rap. That, let's call it quality rap as opposed to using their voice as an instrument or any other direction like that. I don't want to limit it to boom bap type of rap because they definitely go beyond those type of beats. Their beats remind me a lot of... I'm trying to remember. It's slipping my mind. But a lot of their beats almost sound cinematic, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Where it's like... a video would look good with this song.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Like a video would go perfect with this song. And it's funny because I was reading the comments in BKC and one of the other musicians in there was like, "Yo, this record is dope. This one should be the single." And then Cordell Watts responded with, "Yeah, like funny enough, that was gonna be, but some fuckery happened."
Yeah.
So I was kind of like waiting for which record would sound that like a cinematic video type thing.
Yep.
So I'm listening to this record now. I'm like, okay, this has to be the one. I look, it's not the one.
It's not the one.
I'm like, oh, okay, so that can also be a video. I think it was. Let me search.
But I think MOB Trey's from Texas. I could be wrong here, but I saw him that says Texas.
Yeah, I think he's from the South, man. I think he is. I really do. Man, we don't know where anyone's from, so it is.
It don't really matter because we don't judge you from where you're from. We judge you from what's inside.
Queen's Demo, track number 3, Queen's Demo. They're not gonna take my shit down.
I will say, yo, you really gonna take our shit down, Cordell? MOB Trey.
Knife on you moving weird. And the bullet holes in your grandmama's house is a souvenir. Being raised in a cul-de-sac told me not to be around in them streets full circle, homie, it could hurt you. I'm the designer and coach. If hip
lobby, little dirty niggas, that was me and my squad. Stealing out the corner store, I always kept a quart of water. Small fries is what I ordered, cause I couldn't get wings. Walked Tajane to the roof, see if she let me be. Now I'm touching my first hammer, that 7th grade, thinking back, running in and
having to scoop demons and rip the wigs off. Niggas backstabbed me, had me puzzled, guess they jigsaws. Now I get jawed to the lip gloss drips and they get blisters. How I flip modes, I'm high as split stars. My shit's raw, I get bars off the...
Hold up.
I know, right?
What'd you just say?
You what?
Niggas backstabbed me, had me puzzled, guess they jigsaws. Now I get jawed to the lip gloss drips and they get blisters. How I flip modes, I'm high as split stars. My shit's raw, I get bars off.
That was nuts. That Split Star line was crazy. So that was the first record where I was like, yo, that's nuts. And then there's another record on there called Peaceful Protest. I kind of like the way it starts.
Quick message for all the black people that try to separate themselves from what's really going on.
First of all, I will say, and And apologies to MOB Trey. We just haven't really had as many conversations as I've had with Cordell Watts. I know that Cordell Watts is really in these streets in terms of protests, in terms of, having his voice heard. And
that's good, man.
And so when I see a record called Peaceful Protest,
you know it's going already.
It makes sense to me.
And it makes you happy.
Right?
I'm going to keep this as simple as possible. No matter what job title you have, no matter who you associate yourself with, no matter what your beliefs are, there's somebody in this world that don't know you. There's a white supremacist that don't know you. There's cops that don't know you. And you're liable to catch it from them too. Just saying.
I swear my people who I pray for. I start with love even in the places hate go. They too young to grace, but they gon' play go.
Tell me I never settle. They shoot our leaders, authorities mistreating us. Take a look at the history books, see how they misteaching us. Knees on our necks and they don't wanna let up. They yelling, get up.
You get what I mean by cinematic?
Yeah, I get it.
Like
it does. Like they should record the whole album. Like make a video.
He's a friend of the show, listener of the show.
So I'm just saying, like,
speak
from what I've heard, but I will go listen to the album because I've not heard it. But I'm not a visionary like that. But like, sometimes I always have ideas. Like, I also make a video. How will I do this? Just by the beats I've heard, it's something I feel like they should almost like every like almost like a movie with the whole. But the soundtrack is
Jay-Z Dame Dash shit.
Exactly, the whole soundtrack is the video, and it's a movie.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
I like that. I like that.
I do want to give it a full spin.
I do too.
For sure.
During the week, I will definitely do that.
Some other song titles on here: Henny vs. Duce.
Ooh, that's a beef. That's a beef.
Cognac and social distancing. Wrong idea. It's you kind of see there's some story to everything that they're saying.
Yep.
Right.
Like
misguided skit.
I like that.
So you like it. I know they've been working on it for a minute. I know they wanted to release it a little bit earlier. But you know what? Shit happens. You guys released it. It happened. I saw them talk about it, and now I saw it released. So congratulations to the both of them for sure. Definitely give them a round of applause. And that is an album worth listening, in my opinion. I'm trying to think. The Jaden Smith.
Okay, did you listen to that?
Did you?
No. I was hoping you would listen to it and tell me if it's like Sire or if it's like
song.
If it's like something else.
So I listened to one or two songs, and again, timing. Chadwick Boseman was not in the mood. I listened to maybe 2 or 3 songs. And I would say after those 2 or 3 songs, I was still trying to figure it out, which is not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, yeah.
But
it's not Sire is what you're telling me.
It almost sounds like I feel like Jaden Smith is already at a point in his career where it sounds like typical Jaden.
So it sounds like Sire.
It sounds like Eris, not even Sire.
Oh, I didn't like Eris.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't like Eris, yeah.
That's my point. Like,
right, never mind that.
Like Sire was almost going somewhere.
It was, and he didn't build off that. He did it on his last.
And then he did Eris, and I'm like,
it was just like
Eris. This is Sire backwards.
Exactly.
So you went backwards.
And now he released.
And now with this again, I barely scratched the surface of it. Again, timing is so key, especially when you're listening to music for the first time.
Because you do not want to not like it that first time, because that could turn you off forever.
Yeah, it really can. So you know what? I skipped it for now. I don't even want to really give true feedback on that.
I'll go listen to that too.
But yeah, I do want to give it another chance, for sure. Okay. I think that's actually all I have to say about that Jaden Smith CTV3, the Cool Tape Volume 3 album. But I will say I didn't see it coming. I had no clue he was releasing.
Yeah, I did not know he was releasing anything.
So I mean, take that as it may.
I'll talk about internet money. It's internet money, bitch. Internet money is someone or people I've been interested in because they found each other. They're pretty much producers, a group of producers. They're young kids, probably like in their early 20s.
You telling me this?
And they pretty much just found themselves on YouTube. They're like guys that just made like beats on YouTube, and they all found each other, somehow created this whole collective and started producing for real people and helping put each other on. It's a bunch of people.
It almost sounds like the vision of Blank Canvas Creatives.
Exactly, but it was on YouTube with this.
Yeah,
and so. I think they signed Lil Tecca to technically their label.
I do remember that. Yeah.
That's the only person I know that's signed. But they've always produced. I think like Nick Mara, one of them is their name. He was like Juice WRLD's like favorite producer. So like they've definitely made waves. They came out with their, I want to say, first album, because I've never heard them come out with an album before.
They're competing with Dreamville for most artists on the tape. Holy,
well, they're all producers.
I know for sure, but I'm looking at this like I'm dizzy looking at this list.
I'll just run down the names on this tape since you brought it up. Ty Fontaine, Trippie Redd, Lil Keed, Young Nudie, Lil Mosey, Ian Dior, Lil Skies, Kuchais, Ty Fontaine again, The Holiday, Lil Tecca, Sway Lee, Future, The Kid Laroi, Juice WRLD, 24K Golden, A Boogie with the Hoodie, Wiz Khalifa, Stay Solid Rocky, Lil Spirit, Kevin Gates, Gunna, Don Toliver, and Nav.
That's a lot.
To be honest, I was kind of disappointed by this. For a group of producers, the beats kind of felt basic.
Flat.
Like, nothing that was like, yo, okay. Like, I was playing some crazy beats or producers. I just felt like something like, give me a year and I can make these type of beats.
Yeah.
Trippie Redd just sounded really good on all his tracks. He wasn't rapping, unfortunately. So
I mean, listen.
I know it's not your type of Trippie Redd.
Don't mind a feature singing Trippie.
Lil Tecca sounded good on all his tracks. I feel like they gave him the better beats because he is their artist.
That makes sense.
To be honest, I was disappointed. Maybe like 4 or 5 songs I actually liked out of this, and this had 17 songs, 48 minutes, so it tells you a lot about it. I do want to give a shout out to Wiz Khalifa, because I feel like Wiz Khalifa, you will find him on this kind of record, and then you'll find him on a Meek Mill record too.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, that's how like respected he is in the game. That like,
true.
He's like, yo, I'll help the youngins, and I'll go with my older heads and be on their tracks too. So I do want to give Wiz Khalifa the respect, because like, he was on Lil Skies album. Like, who's Lil Skies?
Yeah, Wiz definitely, and we know he toured with Skies and Ray Shremmerd.
Right? Yeah. And
so clearly some connections made there where they're all on the tape.
Exactly.
Except Slim Jimmy, which is interesting.
Is he doing his own thing right now? He's doing something somewhere, Slim Jimmy. I read something about him doing something recently. Like he's filming something.
No idea. I wouldn't put it past him.
But yeah, I would suggest everyone listen to it if you like hype music. And find the tracks you like, and then that's it.
The Locks.
Yes, I did not see this. We didn't have a list, so we didn't see nothing coming.
This one I knew was coming.
Oh, I didn't.
And remember, even last week when it came to announcing, or even over the last few weeks when we were announcing some singles, Locks featuring DMX.
Yes.
That one was
those
one
two
of them.
Tracks
And then there was a Locks, Westside Gunn, Benny the Butcher record.
Yes.
So those two were announced. The Locks came out with one. This one's 14 songs. I think it's like 48 minutes, something like that. So your typical 4-minute song type thing, which is great. Favorite type of timing for a record.
Yes, you don't want. You're not trying to go with 6 hours.
And this one's called Living Off Experience. What I like about this release is that, each person has continued their name in that right. And each person has kind of used a recent bump in their name to time this, right? So Styles P, we know, 2019, you definitely have to have him as a top 6, top 7, if at least rapper of the year for 2019 for having 1,000 projects that came out. We know how good Beloved with Dave East was. We know he's doing, and his pharmacy stuff, Pharmacy for Life on Instagram, that's just gaining more and more popularity than ever, right? So, let's use that name. Let's use that equity value that we have, and let's come out with a project. Same thing with Jadakiss. We know what happened with the verses, and we know how people's numbers go up after a verse. Yep. And we know he was, faded Kiss. And
faded Kiss.
You know what I'm saying? And, like, all the memes that came out, and the fact that he smoked the battle. Like, he crushed Fab. You know what I'm saying? So let's use that and let's come up with something. You know what I'm saying? I can't specifically speak for what Sheik Luch was doing because I don't know. But that's all you need in terms of...
Yeah, to release.
Exactly, to release a project. There's a few names on here. I did mention DMX already. T-Pain, Jeremiah, Westside Gunn, Benny the Butcher, Oswin Benjamin, Clay Dub, and Dice Payne. Again, did not fully get through this one because of timing. Episode might be name timing.
Timing.
Episode name.
Timing, all about timing.
Timing feels right. Timing feels right.
Sit back in my chair, relaxing and reclining. She got not a care in the world. Now I'm dying, taking all these meds to the.
Was that on the? Oh, I was gonna say, was that on the Internet Money album?
No, that was a Juice WRLD album.
Sounds like some.
It's called Titanic. The next line he says, "Taking these meds to the face has me dying."
Wow.
Yeah. Juice WRLD for you.
Again with the locks. Sorry, 14 songs, 57 minutes. Let me correct that.
Who win a fight? Terrence Ross or Chris Middleton? Who win in the fights?
I have none of them. I got Markel.
A random ass man.
Yo. Chris Middleton is 2 years away from being Terrence Ross.
Terrence Ross is younger though, no?
No, I mean like depth chart of the league.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yo,
it's only because he plays with Giannis. He actually has a.
Yo, he's about a year and a half from Nick Batum.
Yeah, I believe that.
That's a hard foul. But he dashed him after. That's why. The referee dashed him though.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you don't fight.
Still, no, but he wasn't doing that.
He's not gonna fight. Yeah, you gotta go make it even. Don't get it close enough to even like where
he's
they can
like,
even
yo,
hear
what
each
you
other.
looking at? What's the point of looking? Regular foul, right?
It's a regular foul. It can't be a flagrant. It's playoff atmosphere. Everyone's playing hard. They're losing. They're about to go home. Man's cheesed. He's probably not cheesed. He's been in the bubble.
All ball. Okay.
It was that hard, you know. It didn't have to be that hard.
We see how Middleton immediately grabbed DJ. Like, he didn't even want to get past him. He's like, get in my way. Get in my way.
Get in my way so I have an excuse to not fight him.
All I will say about this Locks project is I'm happy to have a full Locks project. Again, I listened to about, they call Flav. Wow. I listened to about, again, 6 or 7 records on this. I will say that I like how Jada sounded. I like how Style sounded. I like how Sheek Luch sounded. It sounded good. It sounded crisp, clean. It sounded well produced. It sounded like Locks type of production. I might as well, like, this could be 2009 me downloading this on that Piff.
I believe that.
It could be that. So, you know, I was happy for this. I do want to hear the full thing so I can have some opinion on it and kind of go from there. That's all I got, though, man.
Yeah, I didn't say anything else.
Shit.
A bunch of, do you want to talk about Cordae, Roddy Ricch?
Yeah, just very quickly.
Well, you didn't listen to it, did you?
I did listen to it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Cordae's amazing, man. I actually wanted his first verse. I was like, yo, what did he just say? Like,
listen, man. Cordae, the reason why,
by the way, he dropped the YBN in his name, in case you didn't notice.
Yes, he dropped the YBN. I've been on Cordae for a little bit, man. So I've been...
We both been fans. We talked about him before his album dropped. Sure. We talked about how we liked his first album.
And he's dating Naomi Osaka.
And
she's my favorite tennis player. So, I mean, listen, man. But no, this Cordae record is good. I did see somebody tweet regarding the synergy that Cordae has, because even that Anderson .Paak record with Cordae is nuts.
It's sick.
That was Redman Method Man. They were going at it. So somebody tweeted, I guess this is a hip hop page. The chemistry that Cordae has with every artist that he collabs with is insane. And obviously using the example of the Roddy Ricch record as well as Rich Nigga Problems featuring Anderson .Paak. And Cordae responded to that and he said, this is why you gotta make music with people you genuinely fuck with.
Yup.
And you gotta create in the same room.
I agree.
Something that we've talked about
because you can
time and time again.
You can hear the end of fun.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like it's work. It feels like, yo, I'm chilling with my boy. We're doing what we do. Like,
we're getting in, we're banging this out, and
exactly.
I like the record though.
We're trying to make each other better. Yeah, I liked it. I don't know what else to say. Oh, Lil Wayne, he put up no ceilings on streaming services. So
I saw another tweet to that. Somebody said like, "Is this old white guy looking guy?" And he's like, "Don't you guys know that Piff has been around forever? I've been had this thing for a minute." Like,
yeah, but it's new to Spotify.
That's interesting.
Came out the track with Kobe Bryant, a new track.
Yes. I did. Did you listen to that?
I listened to it. Just shout out to Kobe. Shout out to Lil Wayne doing.
Did it kind of take or did it change the energy of that record? The new verse or the new version?
It didn't.
Okay.
It didn't. I liked it.
Okay.
Russ Kalani came out with something. Take You Back.
Oh, that's what I was supposed to listen to.
Nipsey Hussle. Oh,
The Big Sean.
This should be a keeper leak because Big Sean already announced his album September 4.
He announced it. I'm waiting for it. I can't wait.
I know. Big Sean Nipsey also. That was a good track. I really liked it.
I can't wait. I want to save that listen for the album.
Everyone. I think I listened to it once just because it's Big Sean. Like, I give it a listen.
I think I listened to it once because it was playing on a podcast.
I was itching to listen to some new Big Sean, so I had to listen to it. New Big Sean. So, yeah.
Okay. I think that's the end of the music potpourri, so we know what we usually do in that case. What is in your rotation, sir?
Do you want me to start this one off?
I feel like you asked me that last week, so I'll start.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so Ransom, Director's Cut Scene 3. That's a really good project, man. Ransom, for sure. I did listen to Queen of the South by Mulatto. Decent shit.
Really?
Decent shit. She's like Flo Milli meets Gucci.
I can see that.
Decent shit.
I just don't like her name, man. Change that name.
Not gonna lie to you.
Change that name. You know what to do.
Decent stuff. Then I listened to Flo Milli. Ho, Why Is You Here?
Why Is You Here?
I love that album, man. That's a really good album, for sure. I listened to Lupe Fiasco, Food and Liquor. Kanye West, Graduation. I went back and I listened to Kalani, It Was Good Until It Wasn't. And let me tell you, that is the R&B project of the year. I will say it now. My mind will not change.
Your mind will change.
Then I listened to Popcorn Fix Tape. Because that's an amazing record. That's my reggae project. I'm joking. I don't know.
That's my reggae project of the year. It's going to say the next one. That's my rap project of the year.
I don't have a list. I went on a little bit of artist discovery.
Okay.
And actually, I do have to spend a few seconds saying this. Shout out to the person that put me on these couple artists, because this person thought I was gonna forget saying shout out to the person. Oh, you're not really gonna do that on your pod?
Shout out to
you for putting me onto these artists.
Ooh.
I appreciate it. One of their names is Naja Iman. Has a record called Crush. Decent record.
Probably Munchumper changing his name to get more sales.
That's funny. And another one, her name is Tannerelle.
Okay.
She has a record called Nothing Without You. That's a really good record. And I listened to a few more of her records. One called Mama Saturn. One called Continuum. One called Dream Girl. Again, they're all really good records. I listened to R&B 2K20, the playlist made by Marlon Palmer. Shout out to him. I listened to King's Disease by Nas. King's Disease by Nas. That's a fucking good album.
I haven't downloaded it, but I haven't listened to it yet.
Hit Boy did his thing on that. V-Tape by Vic Mensa I listened to. And like I mentioned, after hearing the news about Chadwick Boseman, I went straight to Solange. I needed that. Solange When I Get Home. And then I bumped Love and Hate by Michael Kiwanuka. And that ends my rotation. What is in your rotation, sir?
Oh, sorry, 1 second. I was done with something. All right. It's going to be a lot of repeats, but I'm going to say it anyway. Legends Never Die by Juice WRLD. Trap on Atlanta 3 by Lil Keed. The Goats by Polo G. Squirtastic by Sababy, because that's one of my favorite artists. Icebreaker by Lil Barrett. Twice as Tall by Burna Boy. And Everything Means Nothing by Blackbird. That's literally everything I listened to this week.
I thought you were gonna say Everything Is Loved by the Carters. I was like, what?
Oh no, that's not my.
I'd rather water than glass.
Check the YouTube to see what just happened.
Look at the quick. Fuck it. I don't care. I do care. Actually, what are we doing after this? Post?
Yes. All right, I'm gonna go into this then. So
check our YouTube.
While this guy goes to do that, that brings us to the end of our music potpourri. Now we'll go to our post potpourri, where we talk about anything not related to music.
Regis Korchinski-Paquet.
Yes. The CSI. Wow, I'm an idiot. What's the Canadian one?
SIU.
Yes, the
is
SIU.
on some bullshit. The SIU is on some bullshit. Are we surprised? No, we're not. Are we disappointed? Yes, we are. The SIU, if you don't know the story about Regis Korchinski-Paquet, I'm not going to go over all the details, but the SIU says that there are no reasonable grounds to criminally charge any of the Toronto police officers in connection with the killing of Regis Korchinski-Paquet. That's really it. That's really all I wanted to say. Again, what did we just say? Are we surprised? No. Nope. Are we disappointed? Yep. Yes. That's pretty much all I'm going to say on that. And I wanted to talk about the boycott.
The
boycott. Now, I thought this was going to be our longest conversation because I thought they were going to stay boycotted. And I
knew it wasn't going to be for a while.
Really?
CBA. So there's a whole thing right now because the players have almost decided not to play twice. That when the CBA is going to get renewed, the players are going to be like, the owners are going to say, you guys have way too much power now. So because of that, the players have to be like, yo, we had to go back to play unless the owners are going to come down on us. And next you know, you're going to be like the NFL, where you get $60 million but $2 million guaranteed.
It's true.
So that's the reason why I knew, because they're like, fuck, like they can't. The smarter ones like LeBron, CP3 already know like we can't fuck up this collective bargaining agreement because we have all the power right now and we don't want to lose all this power.
Now, before the boycott itself, we were hearing a lot of rumblings in Toronto because, of course, I don't care who started. I don't care who started the conversation.
We don't care about who started.
But I know the Raptors were very early on that conversation. Let me play some audio from Fred VanVleet.
It's just going through the motions and nothing's really changing. And here we are again with another, unfortunate incident. So my thoughts today are with that man and his family and trying to just wrap my mind around what they're going through today. At what point do we not have to speak about it anymore? Like, are we gonna hold everybody accountable, or we're just gonna put the spotlight on black people or black athletes or entertainers? And it's like, what do you?
Facts. Again, it's a 5-minute clip. I can let that play all day if I really wanted to, but we did hear a lot. That was on a Tuesday when those original words were out.
I think it was right after we won or something, like the day after we won.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then obviously the boycott all of a sudden happened. We know Milwaukee, Orlando kind of took the first action. Actually, Milwaukee in a lot of ways
took the first action.
Took the first step, of course, because the shooting
it was in Wisconsin.
Happened in Wisconsin.
And Sterling Brown was a victim of police racism.
And I remember that video from was it last year or 2 years ago?
I think 2 years ago. So according to them, it did touch him personally.
Yeah.
Because it was in the same city he was in.
Timing is very key, of course, in this conversation. We know that. So the boycott happened with the Milwaukee Bucks on August 26th.
Yep.
4 years prior on that same date was when Colin Kaepernick took that knee for the first time.
Yep, and it was like, you're raising the flag, reflect the flag, flag over life, the flag's over your lives.
And then we saw Kenny Just Smith.
The biggest thing now is to kind of, as a black man, as a former player, I think it's best for me to support the players and just not be here tonight.
As he pretty much walks off set.
Respect it.
Everyone just kind of like...
I respect that.
I respect it.
You do. What else were you supposed to say? I do, and I respect that.
Somebody said Chuck wasn't for none of that because he coincidentally drank from his cup right at the end. Obviously, people are going to try to make jokes, but I respect Kenny Smith for that. We know how much synergy they have on that show, and we know how much they're all friends. So, for Kenny to still say, no, I got to support the players on this.
Yeah,
I do like that. Sterling Brown, you mentioned, of course, a few years back, he had his incident. I like how the Milwaukee Brewers were on board too.
That
the baseball
was really
team,
good.
of course, for those that don't know.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Sterling Brown, because there is something about the Sterling Brown incident I want to talk about quickly. He says the city of Milwaukee wanted to give me $400,000 to be quiet after a cop knelt on my neck, stood on my ankle, and tased me in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know. Just
for
because
a parking ticket, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, he was parked in a handicap spot. He went to a restaurant. Of course, he shouldn't have done it. We're not saying he should have done it, but he also doesn't deserve to be tased and tackled in a parking lot for a freaking parking ticket.
Yeah.
Well, sorry. Yeah, the
100%.
Milwaukee Brewers.
Milwaukee Brewers. I'm surprised Ryan Braun is still on the Milwaukee Brewers. Remember when he got caught for roids and everyone tried to bury him to the bottom of the league?
Honestly, in my opinion,
I was like, yo, bring him to Toronto because I think we had an opportunity to bring him to Toronto. I'm like, bring him on, boy.
In my opinion, everyone in baseball does roids. It's just about getting caught.
Listen.
That's all I'm saying. It's like college basketball.
Canelo said it was in the beef.
It's like college basketball and college football, man. If you think they're not paying players, man, you're stupid.
Listen,
it's
I
just
watched
about getting
All-American.
caught.
I watched the dad switch out the P with the quarterback.
It's just about not getting caught, man.
It was only
That's
weed,
what I'm saying.
Ryan Braun says, I'll play it.
Hey guys, we as a team, the Milwaukee Brewers, unanimously decided today not to play our baseball game due to continued issues that we've seen with racial injustice and social oppression. Obviously, with what's happened in Kenosha, it hits close to home. It's something that continues to be deeply disturbing and disheartening to all of us. We had a team meeting, and as a group, we continue to have conversations about what we can do and how we can use our platform to continue to try to elicit change as we recognize that there are still significant issues in our country.
I'll stop it there. Again, huge respects to Ryan Braun for being the spokesperson of that. That did feel heartfelt in that sense. It felt like he had real emotion behind that, as opposed to kind of just reading a statement. So you definitely respect that. Naomi Osaka.
Yep.
Naomi Osaka definitely was instrumental in this as well. And I really appreciated Naomi Osaka because it's a sport. First of all, it's an individual sport. And that threw me off the most because in the midst of the pandemic, individual sports is something that I've continued to watch.
Yep.
Tennis, boxing, UFC, those individual sports. I didn't really anticipate there being any kind of action in an individual sport because what can you really
wouldn't
do?
Really think about it, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But Naomi Osaka put a note on her iPhone. Hello, as many of you are aware, I'm scheduled to play my semifinals match tomorrow. However, before I am an athlete, I am a black woman, and as a black woman, I feel as though there are much more important matters at hand that need immediate attention rather than watching me play tennis. I don't expect anything drastic to happen with me not playing, but if I can get a conversation started in a majority white sport, I consider that a step in the right direction. Watching continued genocide of black people at the hands of police is honestly making me sick to my stomach. I'm exhausted of having a new hashtag pop up every few days, and I'm extremely tired of having the same conversation over and over again. When will it ever be enough? And then, of course, she put that message in Japanese as well for her Japanese following. You really salute that. She's obviously a name that has been on top of tennis or maybe over the last 2 years. And you love to see that she immediately wants to have an impact. You know, we've seen her do some things that show a sense of character already. Like when she crushed Coco Gauff in that. I don't know if you remember that match.
I remember that. She like, yo, you're still youngin. She let her know you're a youngin.
Yo, get off here.
She's like, yo, you're a youngin.
But as Coco Gauff was getting emotional because the crowd, of course, was going for Gauff, she said, no, like, come join this. Like, I want you to be interviewed as well. I want you to be a part of this.
You got
it's still a moment for you. You still beat Venus Williams that time. You still advanced.
You got to teach them. You're not going to get there anywhere just because of your age, but, you know, you tried. You tried your hardest.
Listen, Coco might be 3 years away from being a beast.
Oh, yeah. She's definitely far. She's definitely close to being a beast. I just mean, like, Naomi was like, I'm relaxed.
Chris Webber.
Yes.
Chris Webber.
What did he do?
Definitely said some really good words. I appreciate Chris Webber's words a lot.
And he talks a lot.
Reported that 4 years ago today in a preseason game in Wisconsin, that Kaepernick first took a knee. No, this has never happened before, but I'm sure that Dr. Harry Edwards, Dr. John Carlos, Arthur Ashe, Jackie Robinson, and others have been praying for this day. Shout out to Kenny that walked off. I wanted to have a voice in here because I feel like we only had the same couple voices talking during these times. So it was very important for me to come over here. I keep hearing the question like, what's next, what's next? Well, you got to plan what's next. You have to figure out what's next. I'm very proud of the players. I don't know the next steps. don't really care what the next steps are because the first steps are to garner attention. And they have everybody's attention around the world right now.
I want to stop it there because that is a common argument that I hear. Oh, what's the point of this? What next? Do you want any steps to be accomplished?
Exactly.
Do we want to even reach the point of what's next, or not?
Because in the whole point, what's the point of a protest?
I think
what's the whole point of marching down the streets? Like in reality, if you want to say what's the point, what's the whole point in anything? Like
I get the disparity. I get it. It's despair. I get
it. Don't get me wrong.
We are not even treated as humans.
Yep.
I get it. Mm-hmm. But if we're not going to continue to fight daily, how selfish can you be?
Exactly.
Because you're doing this for the next generation and the next
generation. Yeah, we're doing it for our kids.
So that's really all I got to say to that. You added Michael Jordan in there.
Oh, just because supposedly he was
instrumental. Yes,
he was almost like the liaison between the players and the owners. Yeah. Owners being pretty much white, because Michael Jordan's the only black majority owner of any team. So the way I saw it was he was the person saying, "Look, those bunch of black people that you guys pay, here's why they're upset that you rich white people can't understand."
I think he also approached them from hey, listen, I'm not even speaking as a player or an owner.
Exactly, and that's what I mean.
As a black man,
and that's what I mean. Like he let them see, like, this is why the players are upset, and you guys are saying, why aren't they playing? Here's why: because they are black and I'm black, and I'll explain it to you. And I like that. I was like, it was good. And who else you listen to in basketball except Michael Jordan? Like, Jordan's making a little comeback. Hey, he might just be.
He making a little, and I mean like the post-career comeback.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because he was known for some faulty Charlotte picks, or Charlotte Bobcats picks.
It is Charlotte.
And not giving shit his whole career. I don't know what he did. I don't want to speak for him.
Do you hear about what's his face? The UFC guy. What's the Dana White?
No, but he's a Trump supporter.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we all knew that.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh, he is.
Oh, I had no idea.
He is.
Yeah.
That's why I don't care for
So he came with a video.
I bet on it.
Yeah.
Because it's science. It's money. And it's money.
It's money. You know, I'm not going to deny money. I just felt like he came with a video pretty much endorsing Trump, and just the stuff he was saying, like, bro, you need to relax. Like, you can endorse someone without with still understanding other people's problems, but it felt like he didn't.
It's Dana White. Okay, and
that's why we steal your fights.
The perfect way to sum it up is a tweet by Jamel Hill.
Okay.
She said the NBA, well, they're back now, but this was back on August 26th. The NBA season is going to be canceled because of racism, not COVID. Think about that. Think about that. And on that note, I think that's the perfect time to cue the music. With that being said, that will take us to the end, the unfortunate end of another episode of the True North Views podcast. Can't lie, I had no idea how we were going to do 90 minutes today.
Well, we
did it.
Let's go. Anything is possible.
And if you're proud of that, please do us a favor.
One favor. Tell a friend.
Wait, hold on. Continue the conversation
by telling. I
stuttered. I was like, wait, what do I say next? Like,
that's what I was just
continue the conversation by telling a friend
to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell one more person.
Friends. You know what it is. It's 6 degrees of separation, baby. Now, as usual, I go by the name of Harris.
Y'all know me, the Skirt Master, Mr. Triple Double himself. I got 0 assists. Cheese. Stealing 70 mil because I hopped that turnstile from the Toronto Transit Commission. You already know me. You can call me Just Shola.
And to officially sign off, I guess you just got to tell them that number 1 rule, please.
Watch out for the wastemans.
Watch out for the motherfucking wastemans. It's the True North Views podcast, episode 120. Peace.